up, gangstas? I decided to come on and make a video because I've been thinking about this feeling I guess I've been experiencing lately, and I think it's kind of a collective thing. Maybe it's the holidays, maybe it's getting older, whatever the case is. There's this really deep feeling of needing to be with family, right? And that's not just blood family, that's your soul tribe. I mean, that's why I started this channel. I tell everyone, I'm not looking for likes and subscribes. I'm looking for my soul tribe. So, however big that is, that's who I'm trying to find. I'm not, and I think, that's probably, and nothing against anybody who's on here for the latter, right? Or the whatever, because kudos on you, get your dough, hustle hard, I'm about that. I'm about the hustle life. I get it. This platform, though, is not that for me. I'm not making money on it, and I'm not, I'm trying to reach people. And I'm feeling especially in this last year, that it's super important to have this togetherness, because I feel like we've been so divided, and with COVID, I think that really opened it up for me when I wasn't able, to see certain people or to go to certain events and things. It opened me up to being wow, this shit's actually important, these people are actually important. And being so divided, it ended up throwing me straight into social media, which I need to calm down on. However, I feel such a collective togetherness when I can make my friends laugh, and when I can, say some motivational thing or something that might help somebody, and I've been finding my tribe, and it's been such a beautiful journey. And it's funny because I've met people in life who said you can't change the world. The world is what it is, And what's interesting to me is that each and every individual I interact with, I feel their perspectives, their outlooks, their whatever it is that they bring into my world, it changes my world, right? And then the butterfly effect happens, where that change in my world becomes change in the world of the people around me, my children, even my relationship with my mom, that was a struggle. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't know why, there's a struggle, especially with millennial females and their mothers, right? Let's be real. There's a lot of mama trauma, okay? And I feel also it could be the generational gap. They were trying to raise us as they thought, would help us work in their world, right? Help us to be correct women in their world, My mom's greatest dream for me was to be a homemaker and to have, my whole family and all that. And it's a nice idea, right? It's not for me, I love my kids and they understand I love my work, right? And I dive myself into my work, and I show them our works are important because our works help the community. In whatever level, even when I was a chef, when my friends would come through and I would be cooking up for my friends, there's even a rap song out there where my friend was talking about how he comes to the rabbit cellar to see me cooking, and it's I feel that that effect we have on each other's lives, where we can just be a little bit of a light, in the darkness. Sometimes we're the dark, Let's be real. We are what we are. We're the light and the dark. We're not going to eliminate either. We're the gray area. We just got to blend it. Um, I've been feeling that togetherness is super important. And, and not togetherness with everyone either. There are certain people that we may need to take breaks from or cut out of our lives, and we do it in love, right? We do it understanding that we're growing in different directions or whatever. However, still honor what they brought into your life, because you may hate your ex, they may be toxic or whatever. At one point in time, though, they were the reason you smiled, right? They were bringing light and love into your life. They brought a new perspective into your world. Honor that aspect, rather than focusing on all the bad. And I'm not saying romanticize it to the point where you go back, understand it ended for a reason. However, honor the journey, right? Honor the people who come and who go. Honor the doors that open and the ones that close. I'm just feeling lately that right now togetherness is the most important thing. We're collectively stronger together. We have, we're able to take care of each other. One thing I love is, despite all the destruction and chaos in the world, I've noticed people aren't just jumping on the bandwagon of destruction. A lot of people are finding ways to help their communities, to help people through hardship, to help them overcome natural disasters and how that's affected their lives, and then even man-made disasters, taking care of refugees and helping, volunteering, donating. I'm seeing more and more of that. And I think that's pretty dope. And I think that shows we are evolving so much that we no longer need governments to tell us how to be good, right? We don't need them to dictate our lives so much, because we're evolving to a point where we can pretty much handle ourselves, right? Probably better. And I'm not saying throw out the government or whatever. They'll throw themselves out, right? We're gonna let the trash take themselves out. But prepare for reforms, prepare for the shifts, prepare for the food shortages, because that's how they control us, right? I know I've been working in agriculture a lot of my life, or I've worked in agriculture a lot of my life. And one thing I've seen is the amount of food that is thrown away because it's not perfect, or because, whatever the reason. I see a lot of good food being thrown away, and we're not having shortages. What we're having is a control issue. We're having, restaurants can absolutely, give their leftovers, away. But they don't, because there's no money in that, right? It's a big money game. Everyone's searching for the fucking dollar, and pretty soon you're gonna realize you can't eat that. You can't eat the dollar. You can't. You could probably make a blanket out of it. I don't know, but at the end of the day, sharing our resources, being together with people, I feel like that's ultimately the most important thing right now. Having a mutualistic symbiosis with the earth, rather than a parasitic existence on the earth, could really drastically change the direction that things are going, right? And we can only do that on a personal level. We can't expect everybody else to come to our mindset. However, we can lead by example, right? We can showing up as our best selves for people, and doing what we gotta do. But anywho, that's my rant for today. Namaste. I love you guys. I'll catch you later.